Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's video. So on Saturday, March the 28th, the governor of Kansas put in a stay-at-home order that goes into effect Monday, March 30th at 12:01 a.m. So essentially midnight. So thankfully, it was already in our budget that we were going to stock me up on some crafting supplies so that I would have some extra supplies on hand if something happened, like a stay-at-home order, which obviously it had. So I thought I would share with you today my haul of the things that I purchased and what I plan to use them for. So let's get started. So the first store is our local thrift store. Now you're probably going, Lena, why are you buying craft supplies at a thrift store? Well, because I needed a couple specific things. I needed plastic eggs, but I didn't need a whole lot, and I only spent 39 cents for like 10 eggs, and that's a perfect amount. The other thing I purchased at the thrift store, a huge bag of crayons. Now, the eggs are for the upcoming Harry Potter collab, and the crayons are for the upcoming Lego craft collab. The second store on Friday was Dollar General. Now, Dollar General I was super impressed with because even though we have Dollar General in town and I know they have craft supplies, I had never actually really taken the time to look at their craft supplies. But since I was trying to get the most bang for my buck, I was like, hey, you know what? Definitely gonna check them out. So what I purchased was 2 artist palettes, and these are for being able to paint and mix colors or use the little divots as like a holder for something that's drawing. I bought hot glue gun sticks. I bought long and short. I got some glitter. I got some acrylic paint. I got a plastic wine glass. This is going to be for the upcoming quarantine bar crawl collab. Figured I'd use my Cricut and some vinyl and decorate me a fun glass. I also picked up this hanging sign, but when I make it, I'm turning it upside down. And no, I'm not making a Stranger Things craft. But there also will be clothes hangers involved with that particular sign. I also picked up some paintbrushes, some extra paintbrushes. I picked up 2 jars. These are going to be for a craft later in July, along with a package of pencils. The pencils and the jars are one craft. And you're probably wondering, what are you doing with that? Well, you'll just have to make sure to be watching, make sure notifications are on and you're subscribed to find out what all kind of crafty things I'm making. Here's a hint of something I made for an upcoming craft collab. What is it, you ask? Make sure that your notifications are on. As you can see, I've already put one of my paint palettes to good use. The acrylic paint that I bought is black, metallic silver, and a glitter silver paint. I will say that Dollar General, at least mine here in Hillsboro, had a great assortment not only of like the basic craft supplies like paint and glitter and brushes and artist palettes, but they had wooden projects that you can make. Like they had a tea tray, they had several different sizes of like little trinket boxes. They had the barnwood plank signs. They had the chalkboards that you could decorate. If you have a Dollar General, I really suggest that you go take a look, a good hard look at their craft section, because I guarantee I've spent more out of town on craft supplies that I could have gotten in town for a whole lot less. So the next store that I went to was Walmart. Walmart also has a fantastic crafts department. They have everything from fabric, to patterns, to embroidery floss, scrapbooking supplies, anything that you possibly could want, you pretty much could find at Walmart. So I picked up 2 fat quarters in white because I'm planning to make these into something for my embroidery projects. I picked up, I think I just got 3. I picked up 3 iron-ons, which are for my embroidery projects. I picked up number 4036, a slice of pie. Number 3339, bedroom ensemble. And number 3836, hummingbirds and flowers. And they are all the brand Aunt Martha. I really like the Aunt Martha brand. When you iron them on, the transfers do seem to come off a lot better than other brands. I also picked up a new wireless mouse. No, this is not a crafting supply, but my other mouse that I had quit working. I had picked up a temporary replacement wired mouse at our local thrift store a few weeks back, just until I got to Walmart again. So then I picked up roughly $20 worth of Elmer's Craft Bond permanent glue dot runner refills. I use these a lot for scrapbooking and other crafting, and I wanted to make sure that I had a good supply on hand. I'm going to be working on my 13 Days of Halloween collab with Jill from the Scrapaholic and Wicked Designs. If you saw my 12 Days of Christmas files for Vlogmas, it is the same designer, so I'm very excited that she reached out to me to work together again. So be watching for that at the beginning of October. I also picked up another package of embroidery floss. This has 105 skeins of floss. It has everything from solid colors to variegated colors, and it is by JMP Coats, which is another brand very similar to DMC, maybe just a little bit lower quality than DMC, but I do like it. I've used it before, and you can see there's so much embroidery floss. I will probably keep this in its package until I need it for something specific. You can see there's everything from neon colors to basic colors, and you can see the variegated kind of in the center. If you are just getting started with embroidery and you are just wanting to practice and you're wanting to have a lot of colors to choose from, go to Walmart and pick up this package. I believe it was roughly about $10 for the 105 pack of embroidery floss, and it gives you so many color options to choose from. I also picked up a silver metallic paint and a black from both paint. The metallic is by Folk Art and the black is by Apple Barrel, which is the plaid brand. And you're probably going, Lena, you just picked up those at Dollar General. Why did you buy more? Well, I'd like to do a paint comparison video, and so I got a couple other brands to compare my Dollar General brand to. The Apple Barrel was 50 cents as opposed to Dollar General where it was $1. And the metallic was $1.98 for the Folk Art brand at Walmart as opposed to the $1 at Dollar General. So one was about $1 more, one was 50 cents less. So it will be interesting to see what comes of that video. So my next stop was Dollar Tree, and Dollar Tree has fantastic craft section. In the past, Dollar Tree has not had the best selection of craft supplies, but over the past couple years, Dollar Tree has really tried to up their crafting supply game. They have their own brand now. It's called Crafter Square, and they're really trying to get in more product. If you do not have a great crafting section at your particular Dollar Tree, let them know that, hey, I want to see some more crafting supplies. I know that the particular Dollar Tree that I go to in Newton, that is what happened. They told the management that they were actually driving to Wichita, which is about another 20 minutes from Newton, just to go to Dollar Tree for craft supplies. And in the past couple months, they've really started to get more in. So I picked up 4 of these 6x8 stretched canvas, and these are $1 a piece. And I plan to use one of these for my paint testing the differences like in paint. The other 3 I picked up because Sam has oil paints, and I thought I might try to do something with that. So, and then I also picked up 5 of these Crafters Square remnant rolls. It's just regular fabric, and they are 20 by 21, so they are just a remnant. I got this flower pattern. I kind of got this like Easter checky pattern. This is a rainbows and unicorn pattern. This is kind of a spring flowery butterfly pattern. And then this is like just butterflies on a light blue background. I don't know what I'm going to make with them yet, but at $1 each, I was like, I can find something that I can make with these. So my biggest haul came from Joann's, and this time it's not scrapbook paper. No, I am busting out my sewing machine, and I am going to work on some projects. So I'm untying my bags. I didn't want to lose anything because there's some small things in there, and I didn't want them like falling out in our truck. So I saw on Etsy, and somebody had mentioned it in another group I was in, that they made little holders for their running medals, so that like they didn't clink around in their luggage and like chip and things in transit. So I am going to I have a medal from a virtual run that I did, and I'm going to use it as like a sizing pattern. And so I picked up this Mickey Mouse. It's not quite a flannel, but it's like a thicker fabric, and it's very soft. So this would go on the inside. And then I found this fabric, and it's literally movie posters, like the old movie posters. And so I'm going to make that the outside of this pouch, and I'm going to freehand this project. So that should be interesting for you guys to watch. And then Sam actually found this fabric for me. It is Friends themed, and I found a pattern. And I don't know if it's in this bag or this bag. Let's see. I have 2 bags from Joann's. Yep, here it is. It's one pattern. You fell over. Sorry, guys. Did you have an earthquake? I apologize. Okay. So I found this pattern. It's a quick sew pattern by Quick Start, and all of the quick sew patterns were on sale for $1.99 as opposed to $13. So I got enough material to make the small tote bag. So that should be really fun to make. I love Friends. If you saw my pajama day from Social Distance Spirit Week, I have Friends pajamas. I have all the DVDs. And so Sam was like, I know you'll like this fabric. They had a fabric that just said Central Perk over and over again. They had one that was like the couch, and different things. And then they had this one that has like specific things from all of the different episodes. So I will be using this quick sew pattern to make a tote bag for that. And then Sam found this. It is Lord of the Rings fleece. And so I picked up a yard of this. And I also have a bag of polyfill, and I plan to make just like a small pillow I may end up just using the polyfill exactly how it is, leaving it kind of in this little roll, like take it out of the plastic, and making a pillow using that. And then I know I'll have some fleece left over for another project. And then I found, while I was looking at patterns, I found this See and Sew pattern, and it is by Butterwick Patterns, and it is for a cosmetic bag and a hobo bag. And so I really liked the idea of making these little cosmetic bags because I think they can be used for so much else other than just cosmetics. They can be used for like cords, or maybe pins, or change purse, or you can make it a project for like your kids. So I am going to make, it is letter A here, I'm going to make several of these little cosmetic bags. I think I did pick up 5 zippers, so I can make up to 5, but it calls for an inner and outer fabric, so I picked up this fabric that has all of the Harry Potter houses on it for the inside lining. And because I am a Hufflepuff, I picked up this Hufflepuff fabric. Now, when they went to unroll it, somebody had cut off an amount and like maybe decided they didn't want it, or maybe for some reason it was maybe the end of another bolt. So I just had them, instead of getting the half a yard I was planning to, I actually got roughly 3/4 of a yard. And I actually got a really good price on it because all of the licensed fabric was on sale. Plus, since it was a remnant, I got an additional 10% off. So when I was pulling my fabrics, I was looking at what was on sale. And it said all of the Valentine fabric was 70% off. Christmas and like Halloween fabric was still at 50% off, but Valentine's was at 70% off. And they had this adorable Mickey and Minnie Valentine fabric, and it ended up, when she scanned it, was $3.75 a yard. So I did end up getting 2 yards of this Valentine fabric because I thought I could make some Valentine cosmetic bags and give them away like here on the channel, or give them to friends or family. So when you're sewing, you obviously need thread. And so I was looking for something else, and I sent Sam to find the pins so that I could pin like my fabrics together, or pin the patterns to my fabric to cut. And so we did find those, but he's like, hey, you need to come over here and look. I go, Sam, I really don't care. Just grab a box. He's like, no, you need to come over here. There's a whole bunch of sewing stuff on clearance, which is happy Lena. So they had these Dual Duty Sewing 101 by Coates brand black thread for $1 a spool. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 in black. They also had it in white. Same brand, same style. And I got 4 of those in white. And yes, I grabbed all of the ones that I could that they had. I also picked up my ballpoint straight pins to be able to pin fabric, and I will be pinning fabric for sewing. I will be pinning fabric for using the iron for my iron-on, so these will come in very handy. I picked up, it is 12 pre-filled bobbins, and each bobbin has 50 yards of thread. And there is a black and there is a white. And so having pre-filled bobbins is really nice because I am not good at threading bobbins. I did sewing in 4-H and my dad had to help me rethread bobbins, and now Sam has to help me refill thread bobbins. So I have pre-filled bobbins that then can be refilled again. And then for the cosmetic bag project, I needed some zippers, and it called for 9-inch zippers. So I picked up several different kinds. I picked up 3 of the white 9-inch all-purpose zippers. I picked up 1 light pink 9-inch zipper. And so this one will specifically be for a Valentine themed cosmetic pouch, and I picked up a black because I can use the black on the Valentine's fabric as well. I think I have enough fabric to make 1, maybe 2 of the Harry Potter ones. So I did pick up 3 of these white ones. So if I can make 2 of the Harry Potter ones, I'll have 1 extra white one to make another Valentine cosmetic pouch. And I can use some of this fabric that I got at Dollar Tree to definitely make a cosmetic pouch as well. I could definitely use this rainbow and unicorn fabric and make one and like use it as a giveaway or give it to one of my friends who has kids who love unicorns and things. So that is my craft haul of supplies to use during being in stay-at-home orders. The stay-at-home order for Kansas is starting on March the 29th. Let me look at my calendar again. It starts March 30th at midnight in the morning, and it goes through April 20th. So between all of the scrapbooking supplies that I have behind me, with everything that I have purchased, I think I'll be set and have plenty of things to do during the stay-at-home order. I'm going to be working on some recipes. I'll be doing some cleaning. Sam and I are going to be, segue, we're going to be doing some, like, purging of things, go through, like, VHS tapes, and if we already have the DVD, go ahead and, get rid of them. We're planning to, I think we're going to do just like a free box on the curb, that'll have maybe some board games that we don't play anymore, VHS tapes, and some other, just random things on there that, maybe other people can get some use out of while they are stuck at home as well. What are you going to be crafting? Are you going to be crafting during this time? If so, please share with me down below. Are you going to be trying some new recipes? What are you doing if you are on a stay-at-home order? I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the craft aisle. Bye!